Hey there, good morning. So we're a little bit early. So whenever we get started early, we're trying to hit a little bit more foam rolling. So I get pretty motivated about Monday mobility because most people like Monday mobility. But the biggest thing for me really is this is the best way to set yourself up for a great week of training. When you move better, you will train easier, and then you'll be able to make those gains that you're looking to make, whether it's just run with more ease and move with more ease, or that allows us to set the foundation to get faster and stronger. And I can't think of a better reason to take some time on a Monday or even on a Tuesday. I mean, keeping up, you guys, remember, there are almost 50 sessions in the training library on ECFIT here under the playlist Monday Mobility. So if you did mobility every day for a week, I promise you your weekend would be better. I try not to do anything that really decreases neural drive too much, that it would bring you down and allow you maybe to be too noodly. We try to create performance-based movement strategies. So if you've had a good weekend, then a little bit of foam rolling is going to feel maybe a little spicy, and that'll tell you that you are right where you should be. I'm excited because I'm training for a race in September, but I'm really starting to get my head around. It's going to take me 3 to 4 months to really be at my very, very best. So willing to do the little things like show up every Monday with you guys and help you move better for the week. So we're always starting with the lower body, really trying to take care of the feet. I got out my golf ball. I'm also a golfer. I enjoy the game, but I also want you to know that the golf ball on the bottom of the foot, in a very gentle way. If it hurts, then back off the intensity. We want to just use the golf ball to move through the plantar fascia and through the musculature of the foot, just to help with blood flow, circulation, and hydration of that tissue. The more we can work through that tissue, so it doesn't need to hurt. It should not hurt. One of the biggest key principles about doing mobility with me is that I don't believe that pain will help you move better. Okay, so using the foam roller on the bottom of the foot, just going to help your foot function better. And we're going to use that little golf ball as a little tool. Everybody knows a golfer that will give you an old golf ball. Okay, so starting just below the belly of the muscle, but we're also going to get a little bit into the belly of the muscle today. Not using that additional load of the opposing leg. We're just working through the calf muscles. Again, we're not looking for any big releases here. We're looking for circulation. So we want to use this kind of as a self-massage today. There's many different ways to use the foam roller. Let's get all the way up to the top of the calf muscles. If you ran a race yesterday, maybe you're in Chattanooga. Hopefully you have your foam roller, you travel with it, and you're using that right on the top of the calves. All of the attachments fall right into that joint capsule. So you can even get into the back of the knees a little bit and not push on it, but just maybe butterfly a little bit in and out towards the back of the knees. Okay, heading up to the hips. Have a seat right on the foam roller, and you're going to feel your sits bones. Okay, so the high hamstring attaches right around the sits bones. And so don't put the leg over the top. Let's just roll over to the right, and we'll get that lateral aspect. It's called the ischial tuberosity. So the sits bone, there's a lot of attachments up there. So let's just go lateral of the sits bone on the right and just kind of work through that. And then let's go all the way over to the right and get through that lateral glute. That glute med, you're definitely getting some glute max in there. And if the glutes became fatigued during the race, then you're definitely starting to feel a little bit of that really deep muscle, that piriformis. Okay, good. Let's hit the same thing other side. So again, we're not opening up the hip joint yet. We're just lateral of the sits bone. and just moving on the outside of the quad, high hamstring, and then we're going to move that a little bit more up the chain into the glute. So just taking our time, just using the massage, using the foam roller today as self-massage. Okay, we're not trying, like I said, we're not looking for individual little pinny points. We're just working for some good circulation, bring some muscles back online that might have got pretty fatigued and dehydrated yesterday in training or racing. Okay, good. Let's take that all the way up into the lat. Right here, taking the time to do the boring stuff, taking the time to do the stuff that really makes a difference. Hand open, thumb up. Work that through the thoracic spine, through the lateral rib cage, through the attachment of the lat. Nice and easy. Good. Okay, so let's take that foam roller just below the armpit, and we're just going to roll through that, look back, and come all the way forward. The position of this top leg should be back, so we're starting to decouple the hips, and the hips can open as you just do those open books on the foam roller. We're not looking for anything specific other than just some nice easy movement through the rib cage. Okay, good. Let's hit that other side, nice and easy. So we'll hit the lat first. Thumb up. I haven't really started swimming yet, so my lats aren't that tight. I'm kind of bad about that. Get back in the pool tomorrow. The people that beat me in my age group are just such good swimmers. It's a little bit disheartening. So I'm like, I need to be a better biker. I need to be a better runner. Because swimming is just hard, right? All right. Take that up in there. Good. Take that top leg back. Open up that hip just a little bit. We're just going to rotate around. And just those nice open books. I'm definitely feeling a little bit of tightness in this quad. So if you're feeling that, that's okay. That's all part of that line as we move through the upper back. Let's go one more of those. And good. All right, so down onto one knee. Hopefully you're in a position where you can actually get into this 90-90 knee position. And we'll just go hands on the hips and just drop into that nice hip forward. Deacon, you want to go for a run? Come here, buddy. Deacon, up, up. Come here. Oh, he's stuck on the couch. Come here, Deacon. Oh, there he goes. Come on. All right. Whoops. Okay, right there, let's just drop that right hip forward. Right hip forward. Keep that chest nice and tall. Good. And good. And you can see the most important thing here is just to keep that chest nice and tall as you go through out of that 90-90 position. All right, so here we go, other side. Chest tall. Just a little bit of knee drive with the right side. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. And 8. So there's got to be a progression from that 90-90 position, and it's going to be to open up the back hip. So this right hip, we want to open that up through the left shoulder. So we want to be able to drive the right hip, get some gentle tension on the anterior aspect right here, but then be able to reach back. So we're going to take that right shoulder and right arm across. So right here, Let's go 5 here. 2, keep your eyes on me. 2, and that keeps the head straight. That makes sure we're moving through the T-spine. 3, 4, good. And 5, and this knee stays in towards the midline. Same thing other side. Right leg in front, nice big chest, rotate across, eyes forward. And from right here, we just start to bring that same tension to the other hip. 2, 3, 4, one more, and 5. Now we can keep adding. We play this big game of add-on, right? So we're going to add load to the right hip, rotate through the chest, and then we're going to go ahead and reach up and look up at that backhand right there. So as we look up, we start to get that little movement and that little bit of tension through the SCM, through the front side of the neck, okay? So right hip, rotate, look up, 1, and come back to the beginning. And look up, 2. And you might have to push that right knee in towards the midline just a little bit. 3, reach up. This arm's going up more than it's going back. 4, and 1 more. Up, and 5. Good, let's get that same side, same thing other side. Right knee up, left hip back, left arm across, big breath, and look up. 1, 2, 3, good. 4, good. 1 more. And 5. Okay, good. Shake that out just a little bit. We're really working through that upper body, and you start to recognize how these lats, these big muscles that attach through the rib cage, can really start to inhibit or play a role in a negative way around the hips. That being said, we can also get a positive interaction between the ribs and the hips if we create that separation between the ribs and the hips. So, that being said, let's go some big airplane arms. You've got a pretty wide stance. If you've got a sticky mat, great. If not, hopefully you're not sliding out. Choose a stance that you feel safe in. Turn your toes in. And from right here, we're going to airplane arms. And we're going to let the whole body rotate. Okay, so just let your eyes go. Nice and easy. Make yourself nice and big. Hips start moving in conjunction. That's just great. Right there, this hip's coming across, being driven by the upper body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Let's take 10 fingertips, these measuring sticks, to the ground. Push the hips back. Come right back up. So from here, giving you that side view, you don't want to be going this way. You want to push those hips back, and then reach for the ground with the 10 fingertips, okay? So we have to push the hips behind the heels. Let's go 5 of those. Push the hips back. 1, back up. 2, back up. 3, back up. 4, good. And 5. Back to the airplane arms. Nice and wide, palms are forward. Let the hips come across. 2, 3, 4, simple stuff. 5, 6, everyone knows it, but not everyone does it. 7, 8, 9, 10, good, and nobody does it like you guys here on Mondays. Okay, ready? Push your hips back, hands to the front. 1, should be going a little bit easier this time. 2, we're going to go 3 rounds of this. 3, 4, 1 more, and 5. Back to airplane arms. Let the hips go. 1. Might start feeling the shoulder blades. 2. Squeeze the shoulder blades towards the spine. 3. 4. And 5. And last time. Hips to the back, hands to the front. 1. And then let the hips come to the front. Load that tissue a little bit to the front. 2. 3. 4. Good. And 5. Okay, so we've got the hips starting to get a little bit mobile. We've got the thoracic spine a little bit mobile. If you didn't feel that through your foot and ankle, you're definitely getting mobile through your foot and ankle. Let's stabilize, okay? Standing on left leg, right there. All we're going to do is grab right ankle to the front. So right here, get used to standing on lefty. Grab that ankle and just stand nice and tall. Open up your chest. Rely on your left foot to just be able to hold. Work your brain a little bit. Foot's working like crazy. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. So we don't want to just mobilize it. We need a little bit of activation. We need a little bit of brain power to bring it back online and upregulate that nervous system just a little bit. Okay, right leg. Grab that ankle. Open the chest. You got to grab the ankle. You got to grab it exactly the same every single day. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, so let's go back to that wide stance. We're going to use those 10 fingertips again. And it's important that you don't try to get your palm to the ground. It's cool if you can. If you can go all the way here and get your palm to the ground, yay. But we want the 5 fingertips to the ground because we want tension. We want to maintain neural drive to that arm and to the arm line as it starts to connect this arm down into those hips. So if you just relax into it, that's passive, and we want more active. Mobility is about being connected and being able to get in and out of a position. Okay, so we're going to roll to the right, take the left hand, and just put 5 fingertips to the ground, come back up. Push your hips back. If I say that once, I'm going to say it 100 times. Push the hips back. We're working that hip hinge. Push the hips back, hand to the front, 2. Hips back, hand to the front, 3, 4, 5. Good, that nice adductor stretch. 6, 7, 8, 2 more, 9, push those hips back, 10. Going right back to that single leg hold, standing on your left leg. Grab the ankle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice and quiet with the foot, quiet with the body, nice and stable. This is how we run better. Ready? Right leg, left ankle. 5, 4, damn it, 3, hold on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Right back to that wide stance. Now we're going to add a little bit of what I call the yin and the yang, right? So we've got a little bit of yin, a little bit of yang. So stay wide. We want to get these adductors online. We want them mobile, but we also want them active and strong, okay? So we're going to roll to the right, take the left arm to the right knee, and just a little bit of yin and yang, turn back the way you came, okay? So we're not trying to stay between 2 buildings here. We still need the hips to the back, which means the chest will come down just a little bit. So that top reach, let's take it across the face, all right? So we're going to go to the right, left arm across, right arm across the face, come right back. Go to the left, right arm across, left arm across. 2, and you're reaching through that lat on the high arm. Roll to the right, left arm, reach, little side bend, let your ear go to the ground. To the left, reach back, good. To the right, reach back, good. Reach back, push your hips back, good. Good. And good. All right, one more time on that single leg. Standing on lefty. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Other side, right leg. Hold it. 5. Oh, let's try again. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, good. So obviously the focus on Monday morning mobility is to get you ready to train. Hopefully either later today you have a nice easy shakeout run, or you've already done your shakeout run, or tomorrow you've got a harder day. Tuesdays are typically harder days for endurance athletes. Today is really about living well, moving in the planes of motion that we want to. My focus is always a little bit of performance. If you're not a runner, no big deal. If you ever wanted to run, this stuff would help. Have a great week, you guys. I'll see you next week, next Monday. Cheers, aloha.